Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Devil May Cry 5. Flashback. What was Dante up to?
Hanging out with two girls with, I don't know.
Changing weapons. Oh, that's right. Dante uses different weapons. So L2 and R2 will change your weapons. You can quickly change your weapon at any time. Oh, yes.
Did that guy really do this? Well, no accounting for taste.
Okay, I remember getting that in Devil May Cry 1.
Oh my gosh! There's some weird shoulder things.
He has great weapons. These are like these gauntlet things that he got like fighting like a Behemoth or something. I don't remember, but basically he can do all this like Jeet Kune Do stuff with his hands, and he kicks people. They're like really awesome gauntlets. They're from a previous Devil May Cry game. Dante keeps all his weapons as trophies that he earns from beating monsters.
Oh, so we're playing as Dante in the past.
Yes, this is Dante before he was beaten. Style actions. Ooh. Change style with the command cross and circle. Style action, trickster. So it looks like a teleport ability. Gunslinger. Long range stuff. So more stuff with his guns. Cool. We've got sword style. Sword master. Nice. And we've got change style. I don't know what that is, but it's really easy to switch this stuff. Look at this. Because Dante learns different abilities over the course of the game, so what this one does is it's going through like a style system that lets me alternate between whatever I want to do, because Dante is a very, you know, stylish, fun fighter. He really enjoys his work.
Yeah, I mean, already I'm noticing a tremendous difference between him and Nero's playing style.
Oh, yes.
And he just seems to, even though he's not talking, he seems to have a lot more fun.
One of the coolest things that I used to do in some of the Devil May Cry games is uppercut somebody with my sword, and then Dante quickly takes out his guns, and he just shoots them up in the air, and they just hang up in the air forever as long as I keep pumping the trigger. That's one of my favorite things to do in Devil May Cry.
Well, I mean, the impression I'm getting is it feels like Dante's done this for a lot longer than Nero.
Oh, yeah.
It's like he's doing everything with finesse. Like, it's like effortless for him or something.
Before I thought like the Nero gameplay was a little bit tight, but Dante is so fluid and quick that the transitions between his different like weapons and abilities is so seamless.
Yeah.
It's so easy, guys. All you have to do is hit the top buttons, like right when you're in the middle of the combo, he'll automatically switch to the rifle, or his handguns, or his sword, or the gauntlets. It's incredible.
That's so cool that they make like such a difference between Nero, Dante, and V.
Devil trigger ability, L1. So this is how you transform into a devil, which has been a staple in the DMC games. There we go. There's Dante's devil form. Whoa. This is so much fun. Woohoo! Okay, this is Devil May Cry. This is what I remember. See, seamlessly transitioning between different weapons to up my combos. It's like riding a bike. Sweet! Oh my gosh.
I like how he just twirls everything.
Yep.
It's like he's just showing off.
Oh yeah, he's showboating. You kidding me? Dante is a showman. Wow, his moves are so much better. The music's a little creepy, but I'll end up changing it to one of the original Devil May Cry soundtracks, because I'm sure they have an option just like they did for Nero and V. Wow. And hopefully, one of the great things about Devil May Cry 2 is Dante, over the course of his journey in every game, gets new weapons. So I'm hoping that Devil May Cry 5 introduces new weapons that add to this whole, like, quick transition stuff. Because that would be even more fun.
Yeah, watching Dante take people down is like watching Bryce Larkin and Sarah in Chuck. It's
oh,
like,
yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh. Nothing can...
And Trisha's just waiting. That was sick. That was fun. That's probably one of the most fun I've had playing this game so far, is playing as Dante.
He looks like he's having fun, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Nero's having fun too, but it looks like Nero's, like, kind of... I mean, he is having fun, but it's like a whole nother level with Dante.
Nero is still younger than when we first met Dante. And I'm not talking Devil May Cry 5. When you guys first met Dante, he was 27 years old, turning 28 in Devil May Cry 1 and the anime. So, you know, he had been doing the whole hunting evil for a while thing. Nero is only probably mid-20s, so he's still pretty young. He's not really used to this stuff. He doesn't have the confidence that Dante has. Unless they're gonna make him like the main protagonist for the series, you know, going forward, then we could see Nero come into his own more and be more cocky and whatever. He's still kind of learning the trade.
So have you played all the Devil May Cry games then?
I've played Devil May Cry 1 and 2 before I met you. I played Devil May Cry 3. I wasn't very good at it because they changed the gameplay. So I couldn't get as many of the really sick combos because they made the game more complex. There was like this whole like tree of different options that you could do in combat, different ways to use gun style, different ways to use sword style.
So it wasn't just like
it was too complex for me. A lot of people loved it because of like how open it was for you to do your own combos and stuff like that, but I preferred the simplicity of Devil May Cry 1 through 2.
Yeah.
So I would always go back to those and I had more enjoyment playing that, but the story of DMNC 3 is better than Devil May Cry 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Watch out, Dante! See, he's so cocky!
He's waiting for that thing to be done?
No, he was gonna get a shave!
Oh my gosh.
Dante. What do we got here?
Barbed discord chaos.
Looks like a turtle.
It looks like an evil version of Toothless the dragon.
Yeah, kind of. So we upgraded some of our abilities a little bit. So that's why Dante's arms are glowing, which is going to increase Ebony and Ivory's firepower. Because it's a special gun, so it can channel his, you know, devil blood. Or not channel it, it can use it.
So he's totally glowing right now. It's
yep.
pretty crazy.
Okay, we're already at apocalyptic. Oh, I wanted an S rank.
Nero has a really modern look to his outfit, where Dante has like a timeless look.
Well, Nero wore like a similar Dante costume in Devil May Cry 4. He had kind of a red look to him, just like Dante. So I'm kind of glad that they gave Nero kind of his own style.
Yeah.
But I wish it was... I hope we're going to see a different change for him in the next Devil May Cry game.
Like I said, like when I first saw it, I was like, kind of looks like a Coda K-pop star would wear something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool, but...
Alright, so we need to go through here? Apparently not. Come get some!
I'm never gonna get over all, like, the living, like everything is alive. Like, the entranceways, like, the ground is alive.
Well, since we now know that Devil May Cry is based after Dante's Inferno, I mean, a lot of this underworld stuff that I'm noticing, it looks similar to some of the images that, you know, Dante used to describe hell, like the 7 layers of it.
Yeah, I just feel like they just keep adding, like, the most elaborate, crazy stuff ever, like, all together.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the it makes it creepy. But he also had a similar theme in Devil May Cry 4 with the
yeah.
It's just not my thing. I've never gotten into Gregorian chants or whatever, you know, whatever you want to call this style of music. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I don't think that's Gregorian chant.
I know, I'm just messing.
Oh my gosh.
That's the gauntlets.
Well, you know what this kind of reminds me of? Remember when we played Monster Hunter and we were inside a giant, like, monster?
Yeah, I need to get back to that because they're going to have DLC for that game this fall. So I want to be done with the story. But it's like, it's such a grind right now, the Monster Hunter world, because Capcom made it so you have to randomly find different pieces of a monster in order for the big bad to show up. So I was aimlessly running around for streams trying to get the monster thing to attack me, and it never came.
Yeah.
It just, one stream lasted 3 hours looking for just a few pieces of a monster. It was ridiculous. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It had great gameplay and it had some interesting new ideas.
I would love to go back to that game. That was fun. I liked when you and I were playing it together.
That was fun, yeah. It was back when we were still bringing your PS4 downstairs.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Boom, 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 boom. But I don't think we ever streamed it and played at the same time because of the internet.
No, I think the internet wouldn't let us do that, but I can't wait for a time when we do have internet that's good, except for who knows with all the new regulations they're making on internet, like if that'll ever be possible again.
As long as you get approved for business internet, there is no such thing as data limits.
Oh, okay.
But people have to understand that business internet is expensive in the East Coast. It's like $300 a month.
Yeah.
For unlimited bandwidth.
Well, especially depending on what state you live in.
Yes. But, you know, Massachusetts, New York City, or not New York City, New York State, and a couple of the traditional East Coast states do not have data limits. But
Thank God.
more places, thanks to the new socialist lady in office, she's trying to implement more regulations on the internet and stuff like that, and she's succeeding so far. So the states that will follow suit with that faster will be like the Midwest states and California.
It's just, I mean, people always think like, oh, it doesn't affect me, so it doesn't really matter.
Not yet. Uh-oh.
It's like, it will affect you eventually. Like, it'll trickle down to everybody, but whatever.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh, your sword is glowing red?
Yeah, but I remember Dante had another sword too, besides Rebellion. Rebellion's a sword that his father gave him. He gets a weapon called Alistair, which is another significant named weapon.
Alistair, that sounds really familiar.
Yeah. It's a familiar thing. But in this game, he's using Rebellion.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing, I mean, I think you were telling me about Dante and his sword Rebellion a long time ago. I think.
Well, Rebellion, Sparda gave his sons 2 swords that would cater to their blood,
They're already here.
their powers,
These ladies work fast.
and also their style of combat that he taught them. So
Yeah.
Nero had like a more, not Nero, sorry. Virgil had a more traditional Japanese weapon, the Yamato, that was used to travel between dimensions, and I believe it had ice powers. Dante's sword Rebellion would have flame powers.
Interesting.
But in every Devil May Cry game that I can remember, and you know, I've been a fan of the franchise for a very long time, and the games don't release as much as you guys think. We can go anywhere between 5, 6, or 7 years before a new Devil May Cry game. But Rebellion, if memory serves correctly, is the starter sword for Dante in every game, and then Alistair or the Sparda or another sword becomes his main upgraded sword for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me that Dante would get, you know, another weapon, which we saw he took Virgil's Sparda sword, where he said, you know, it's a man's job, and now we're in the past seeing him use Rebellion. So Sparda is probably the upgraded sword for this game. There's usually 2 or 3 swords. But I always use the second one because the second one is more fun.
Yeah, Rebellion is a cool name, though.
Alistar
that could've
used
some-
lightning.
Wait, who's Alistar?
The sword. Devil May Cry 1.
Oh, okay, alright.
It was my favorite sword to use, even though it was only the second sword out of 3.
Yeah,
But it had lightning powers, so it was cool.
that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's all pretty cool names. I mean, I guess if I had like a really well-made, like, awesome weapon, I guess I'd have to name it also.
I showed you Devil May Cry when we were first together. You didn't like it. And then I showed you a cutesy version of Devil May Cry when he was a playable character in Beautiful Joe. Dante showed up in Beautiful Joe.
Oh.
Dante has appeared in a lot of Capcom crossover games. Like, what was the name of that? It was... Oh, that was counting down how long I had to continue a combo chain. Oh, what was the name of that? It was a... Help me out, guys. It was a 3DS game where different Capcom characters could fight each other in kind of like this RPG setting, and Dante appeared in both of those. I have them, but we never did a series on them. Can't remember. It's driving me crazy. It's not Cross Tag. It's something else.
What?
Dante loves a challenge.
Oh my gosh, he's fighting a whole bunch of them.
Insanity!
I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry? That's its name.
I know.
It's not bad if you're describing a place or something.
I know.
Okay, these things are actually hard to kill.
When you first met me, I thought that, you know, I just feel like if I wasn't doing gaming for a job, I probably wouldn't want to desensitize myself as much as I have desensitized myself.
You've gotten really cool.
No, I have not. I don't like being desensitized. I like being sweet and innocent.
Oh! Okay, note to self, those blow up. How you guys doing? Well, I mean, I've said this forever, that Devil May Cry games, they are very tame M-rated games, usually. Like, it's more stylized action and, like, a little bit of horror monsters, but it's not too bad.
I don't have a problem, like, this is the same thing, Devil May Cry and Monster Hunter is the same thing for me. I don't have a problem killing monsters, I don't have a problem, like, evil, you know, demon spawn.
Yes!
Because those things are evil, so why would I have a problem killing them? Like, if you're saving humanity by, you know, getting rid of evil, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with killing other people in a game.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of those. That's why I don't really like,
That's the difference for me. Like, I'm not a fan of people shooting each other, because that's disturbing to me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
still not desensitized to that, and I never want to be, because...
No. That's why...
Bet I'll find something here.
Wait. Oh... I guess that's a bonus thing, but I don't really want to do a bonus level right now. I'm having way too much fun. Just like going through this place. We got another S rank, people.
Back here again.
Really easy to get S ranks.
This place is confusing.
This is a confusing place, Dante.
Any game where humanity is fighting against the darkness is fine with me. Like, because I think that humanity should fight against the darkness, but it's just fighting each other. I don't like that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
It still looks like that Monster Hunter level to me.
It's similar to it, I mean...
But, yeah, I mean, when you know, first met me, I thought Smash Brothers was very violent, so...
Let's not keep talking about that,
I know,
because that gets a little bit of ridicule.
I know, but I
know. Alright, so it looks like we need to jump on these platforms that are falling. Okay. Oh, I didn't upgrade my double jump. I'm like... Oh, I guess I didn't have enough for it. Okay. So, nope, that's not it.
Basically, I would like to be like Kyrie forever. I don't want to be...
Kyrie is seeing some stuff.
But now, with my cooking stuff, I've seen some stuff.
Yeah.
In real life.
Oh my gosh.
That I can never unsee.
Nope, you never can.
And then I was like, there were some days that I had to go to class that... I will not say what I had ended up having to do in class for cooking, but basically I was telling Luke, like, I don't know if I'm going to be the same person after I come back.
There we go.
But thankfully I'm still kind of the same, I guess.
Alright, remind me that we need to get the jump upgrade next time we come across one of those weird statue things. Because it's actually hard to get around just using one jump.
Yeah.
I guess this is the way to go. Ah, nuts. Oh, notice how the platforms actually have teeth and like
yeah, they're
skin
all
and
alive and
yeah.
stuff. I mean, this definitely looks like some kind of epic, weird fantasy about the underworld, definitely.
Well, yeah. But I'm the silly one. I didn't know all those years playing Devil May Cry that it was based after Dante's Inferno. I had no way of knowing that.
The thing for me is, like, I always liked Castlevania, so that's why...
Castlevania's not really super creepy.
I know, but that's why I always thought, oh, Dante's Inferno, or not Dante's Inferno, but I thought, oh, you know, Devil May Cry, it's just like Castlevania, and then you showed me it, and I was like, ah!
You did think Dante was cool when you saw him, though. You were like, wow, he's just, like, really cool.
I liked the music that you first played for me, and I thought he was cool, but it was too much for me.
I know. Whenever I used to play Devil May Cry on the older systems, Amber wasn't really around to watch.
I didn't even like Twilight Princess. That was very dark for me.
That's actually one of our best LPs.
I know.
The
Then
past,
we went and
5
played
years.
it later.
All right. So, like I said, when the gates come up like this, you can't bypass them. So we're gonna have to fight all these Nero Angelo clone things. Oh man, that is sick. I'm sorry, but the gameplay is just so much better now. It's like a night and day difference to how we were playing with Nero and V. This is so much fun. Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Okay, I'm spamming that a little bit too much. I was trying to actually switch to my gauntlets, so I could, like, you know, punch him, like,
Yeah. Yeah, your gauntlets look pretty cool.
Yeah, but I remember the gauntlets doing different things in other games. Like, sometimes Dante would kick, and sometimes Dante would punch with them.
Part of me wishes that Dante was, like, only aging, like, 2 years every game or something, because it's like, at this rate, he's gonna be gone, like, he's gonna be so old pretty soon.
Well,
it's like...
if he has a... It would explain to me... I really feel, based on how long... Yes! There it is! There it is!
Oh my...
See? See? I told you! Uppercutting people up in the air and then blah 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 blah. That is my favorite thing to do with Dante in Devil May Cry games.
You know what, Luke? His hair looks like yours when you haven't cut it for a while.
It kind of does, doesn't it? All right, how?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted him up in the air so I could do that again. But you see how satisfying that was? It was like Dante's just like, you're not coming down. That was a way to get a really easy grade in Devil May Cry 1 and 2. I couldn't really repeat that quite as easily in Devil May Cry 3.
Well, yeah, I mean, he reminds me of a Belmont a little bit.
Kind of, yeah. Yep. Oh, man. I'm having so much fun. Hope you guys are having fun with this game as well.
I'm having fun now that Dante's here.
Oh, yeah. Night and day difference. The angst is gone.
I kind of wish they would have started out with him fighting, like, a little bit, and then switched to Nero.
Also, have you noticed that Dante is a little bit cleaner with his language compared to Nero? Nero is a potty mouth.
Yes, I have noticed that.
Nero is probably the reason why this game had a heavy M rating, because his language is, like, very modern day. Dropping lots of F-bombs, which we actually have to censor out, people, so if you don't like censorship, probably go watch someone else's thing.
If we don't, then basically the video will get flagged and our channel will get like all kinds of weird copyright strikes and
not strikes, we get copyright claims, but copyright claims, if you guys don't know this, they actually hurt a channel.
They hurt your channel, so I mean if you're watching other channels that aren't censoring it, then they're eventually not gonna be doing as well anymore, because the YouTube will like basically punish those channels. Like
most of those channels though, they have something called the join button, so they have people paying $5.99 a month for their content. We don't have any such thing yet, so we're relying solely on monetization.
Yeah.
But once the join button is available sometime this year, that'll be nice. Oh, lady got whooped.
If it makes you feel any better,
And Trish.
We're seeing the uncensored version.
Well, well. O king of stench and filth. I'm impressed. Those are two of the most badass women in the world. And I only know one other guy who can defeat them. Jackpot.
Virgil hates that line.
Dante.
Jackpot.
But what I don't understand, if that's Virgil, how can V be Virgil too?
They can't, I don't think.
Right, so I don't know. It's too confusing. I wish they'd explain it.
Maybe his good side is V or something.
As far as I know, there's no way for demons to split themselves, and I've played all the Devil May Cry games.
Alright, that's just a suggestion. I don't know.
Whoa! Because, did you notice how annoyed that creature was when Dante said jackpot?
Yeah.
Whenever Dante would try to get on Virgil's skin, he would say that line. Although Virgil actually said jackpot in Devil May Cry 3 with Dante when they were fighting the underworld together.
Oh, that's weird.
So it didn't look like they hated each other because they were in unison, throwing each other's swords back and forth and taking on an army of undead. It's one of the coolest scenes in Devil May Cry history.
Kind of makes you wonder how powerful they would be if they were on the same side all the time. Oh my gosh, this is what happened before.
Yep, flashback. Is that it? Did the game jam up? Please no. Oh, thank God. I was gonna
I
say.
always think it's jamming up when it does the freeze thing.
A rank? Come on! I had like so many S ranks in this level. Boo! Boo game! June 15th, 11 a.m.
Our last hope, Nero, was completely useless.
Hey! Get Nero out of here! This was a bad move! Nero, go! You're just dead weight!
Back in the past again, a month ago.
That bastard called me dead weight! I didn't come all this way for nothing!
Johnny's a great actor, though.
Yeah. I know, he's really holding his own in this game.
Man, I hate seeing Rebellion getting destroyed.
They have the same voice of Dante as before, or like, does the same guy always voice him?
I don't know. It's hard for me to tell, but Dante's
Yeah,
older.
That guy broke his sword.
Yeah. It's all flashback stuff. This is new.
This is power.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that would happen.
What?
It activates Dante's devil powers.
Oh my gosh.
Sparda.
Oh, I would not want to see that in a dark alley.
The Devil Sword Sparda no longer serves a purpose. I have plans for the both of you. You will exist to give me strength. How fortunate to serve such divine purpose.
Creepy.
Really divine if it's evil.
Yeah.
The opposite of divine, whatever that is.
Demonic.
Evil.
Evil.
All right, enough's enough. Can't let a boy do a man's job.
Hey, wait. I'm not done talking yet.
Okay, you get some rest.
Wow.
By the way, I guess I owe you one.
Maybe you should be a little bit nicer to V.
V does not look like he's doing too good. Devil Sword Sparda.
I think Dante needs to give V a hug, whoever V is.
Demon Sword Sparda was used to seal away the Demon King Mundus. Or Mundus, or however you want to pronounce him.
V did all that work and Dante hardly thanked him at all.
Well, if it's Virgil, they don't get along. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us who you think V is in the comment section below. And who you think the demon Urizen is in the comment section below. Because, I mean, they both can't be Virgil, right? That'd be weird. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you with more Devil May Cry 5 tomorrow at 8 p.m. Bye-bye!
See ya!